So tell me, Michael, what was it like when you first left Nowra?
That first day was quite difficult. I'd been in training for about 8 months, and that night in the tent I was cramping terribly in my legs, my hamstrings, calves and feet, and I obviously didn't drink anywhere near enough water or have enough food, and so that was a big learning curve that first day.
During your travels, did you have any touching moments along the journey at all?
There were plenty. There was a great contrast between the people who I met who had a loved one who died from cancer, for example, children. There was one guy just east of Katherine, I beg your pardon, west of Katherine, and he was telling me that his son died in his arms when the boy was 2 years old. So that was very tragic and sad. And then there were those inspiring stories where a lady, this is in Border Town, a lady in South Australia had a niece, and the mum was most insistent that another round of chemotherapy be undertaken, because the doctor said, no, we can't do any more, she's just going to die, there's nothing we can do. The mother really dug her heels in. They gave her one more round of the treatment and she survived and beat the cancer, and now is an adult and has 5 kids of her own. So those two contrasting stories were typical of a lot of the people that I met and their experiences as I travelled the country.
Tell me about this she'll be right attitude that you met around the country.
Australia have this delightful characteristic that I've never seen anywhere else in the world, and I'm an aircraft engineer, I used to be, and I've travelled around the place quite a bit on an aircraft carrier and met a lot of people in different countries, but no one was as laid back as Australians. And often I'd ask people when they gave me $2 or more as a donation, would you like a receipt, a tax deductible receipt? And they'd go, nah, she'll be right, mate. And on our $50 note there's a little story by an Aboriginal poet, and the last word was meant to be written as imaginings, but he wrote it as imagings and put the I in above the word. And I wonder if anyone ever suggested that he write it again. Nah, she'll be right, mate, that's how it was written. So it's wonderful for me to see this very endearing trait in so many people across our country.
Michael, after your 14,000 kilometre journey right around our country, what was it like when you came back to the Shoalhaven?
I was quite tired by the time I rode back into the Shoalhaven, which was down near Nerriga, west of Nerriga. And when I finally got back on to the stretch of road that was part of my training ride in the 8 months before I left to go around the country, I had a feeling of great satisfaction, but also one of relief. I'm finally home. And as much as it is exciting to go away from home and go on a holiday, it's always wonderful to get back home again.